All right, guys, sorry about that, and thank you, Robert, and thank you, Columbia SC Real Estate. Because of work, I connect my headset, and it went to that headset automatically through Bluetooth. So I got to go turn that off. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know in the comments. But what I was saying is basically that I do two tool paths, 60-degree vbit first, because the material is the most secure on the wasteboard. Now I'm going to do a contour toolpath with an offset to the outside to be able to carve out the actual union from this larger piece of material. I'm going to cut it really close. I had very little real estate here on this material. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let me take you over to the computer real quick, just show you the screen. Let's go over there, guys. I wasn't planning on making it like a actual walkthrough or anything like that, but you know, I'm already started, so let's go ahead and just do it. So here are the settings from the 90-degree vbit. I just shared those in the comments. I'm going to cancel here. And now I'm going to disable the stars. I'm going to enable the contour toolpath. And I apologize, I got the heater here going on the right side, so you hear that probably. And so I'm going to be using a 1/4-inch end mill, down cut end mill, a max depth because I'm going to cut through it. I want the offset direction on the outside right, and I do have tabs. I do have 4 tabs here on the top and here on the. Oh, good. And let's just show the simulation. Might as well show the simulation just like in the videos. Since the stars are not enabled, you can't see them, but you can see here that I'm cutting through that. All right, so let me go ahead and save this toolpath. What's that, baby girl?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just talking to people. And so I'm going to save it as a new C2D file, but I'm going to just save it as the same union and just replace the existing one. I'm going to go back to Carbide Motion now. Oh, because I needed those. Can I finish this real quick?
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm going to load a new file. Hold on 1 second, baby girl. Union.
Can I get another truck on my room?
Yeah, go get one. And there you go, 2:01, 14 minutes. Click done. Ready to go. Let's start the job. Start it, and it's going to prompt me to insert my 1/4-inch end mill. So let's go back to the CNC and do that. Maybe I should have brought the, let me bring the CNC over a little bit closer because I can't reach that. So I'm going to cancel it, bring it over, and then replace that. All right, sorry guys. So the 1/4-inch is replaced. Now I'm just going to go ahead and run it in the program. Let's just take you here real quick.
Lego?
You want your Rapunzel Legos?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll have to do that later. Excuse me, don't touch the cable. Go back to start the job. Start. 1/4 inch ammo is already inserted. I'm going to resume it. Let me go turn it on. And now we can resume. And let's go back. So what I noticed is I just came back to the CNC, and what I noticed is that I was carving into the wasteboard. So something occurred in my settings that caused for this to plunge in deeper, and I noticed it when I started carving that it was. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I noticed that it plunged really deep, really fast, but I just kept it going. Just assumed that that's just the way it was, but I saw that I was carving into the wasteboard, and so I just paused it right there. The reason why it's not flying off, because had I been using just my clamps or potentially just double-sided tape, this whole union probably would have been flying and hitting the spindle here, or the tool. It's because I brad nailed it down. And so let me see if I can see the brad nails. Yeah, there's one right there. And there must be another one somewhere else, because it's not moving. But I guess we're gonna go ahead and move this out of the way, and then I will pop this off. So let me do that now. Before I do that, always double check, let me make sure that I truly am completely cut through, and I am. So I'm going to cancel my job now. I'm double checking because I don't want to cancel the job. If I cancel the job, then I have to restart everything over. So I just wanted to confirm that it truly was carved through. And just so you guys know that when I press cancel on the computer, the job was canceled with the CNC over here, or with the router over here. I had to manually go into the settings and say jog to the upper center. So that's why I made it go that way. It didn't do that when I stopped it. So I just want to let you guys know that, especially for the beginners. Once I canceled it, it stopped where it was at, and then I jogged it, a rapid jog to the center back. When it comes to taking out the union, there's nothing, especially when you're brad nailing, there's nothing special. Just grab a hammer, a flat screwdriver, just like this, and just start popping these out. I'm trying to find the other brad nail, but it looks like it's just this one that. It's just this one back here on the left-hand side that secured the entire union to the wasteboard. So thankfully that worked out in my favor this time around. It doesn't always work out like that. Oh, you know what? Here it is. Here's the one on the right-hand side. The CNC, the down cut end mill cut through that, but that was also securing it, just barely. So. Let's take this off. My favorite tool to remove the brad nails is this Milwaukee wire cutter. I just have all my tools down here ready to go. This thing works like a charm. It probably won't though, now that I'm talking about it on camera. Oh, see, that one was easy. Okay, so that was the only one that was left in the union. Let me take them out of my wasteboard now. just like that. Use those guys all the time. So let me show you the final product of this union. This is going to go on a large 26 by 48 inch flag. 90-degree vbit. Robert, I appreciate that. I make a lot of flag videos, but I think the principles that I share can be applied to whatever you're going to make. So if you're not a flag maker, that's totally fine. Just the process itself will help you with anything that you're going to be making. But 90-degree vbit on this union, 1/4 inch end mill on the Countour Toolpath to cut it out from the larger piece of material. I wanted to make sure that the union carved out correctly, because if it didn't carve out correctly, then I would have to buy more material for the union. So now the next step is to actually make the flag. It is going to be a Mexican-American flag. I'm thinking about maybe making a video of it, just show the process. But that's really what I wanted to show you guys today on this live video, just carving out the union. And I know I forgot to show you guys the settings for the 1/4 inch end mill, so I'll just do that real quick. 1/4 inch end mill, 201, Stepover at 0.118, depth per pass is 0.060, plunge is 65, feed rate 90, RPM at 18,000. That's okay. The max depth was 0.75. The offset was outside right direction, and I did have tabs, and the tabs are set up in the design screen. In the design, you have to have your union or your vector selected, and then and only then can you come over to the tab option down here, edit tabs, and then you can start clicking on your vector, and you can start adding these. Just clear those. And just, I guess, a quick summary, if you guys want to stick around. Larger piece of material, right, is where my starting point was. So the material itself is entered into the job setup screen. So my material was 19.875 inches wide. The height was 19.5625. That was the material that I'm carving the union from. And then you can enter the information here. Thickness was 3/4. I set my zeros on the lower left-hand side. That's okay. And then, so the grid now, the grid is the representation of my material. Okay. Now I need to make my union out of that material. And my union, I created a vector. You create a vector by coming up here to this create vector section. I click this rectangle. You can create at any size, and then you'll edit your width and your height here. So I'll get rid of that one and just select the one I ended up with. The width was 19.75 inch wide. The height was 14.5. Those are the dimensions of my large union. And so I got this. Once I got this, it was probably out here somewhere. What I wanted to do is I centered it in the grid. And Robert, I know I'm probably actually going really fast here. But my videos break it down a lot slower. I go step by step a little bit slower. It's kind of different on this live stream. But yeah, so when I finish the dimensions, it's probably somewhere out here. I click on this align vectors option, align horizontally and center, or vertically, and it centered it to the material, to my material. At that point, now I'm able to bring and resize my stars. So just, it's a little bit of finagling, right? You select your unions, you select scale, and then you can, edit the sizing to your liking. Let's say I like it there. Click done, and then I come back to align vectors and I select center, and that's too small. So then I would keep messing around with it and going back to that resize center until you get it to what you like. I'm gonna Command Z to get it back to the correct size. That right there. And that's where I had it at. Okay. All right, so that's how I carved it out. 2 tool paths, 1 large union out of a larger piece of material, guys. Let me just look at these comments real quick. Hey, yeah, I'm looking at Columbia here. You started 3 days ago. You just got to start. At some point, you just got to start. I messed up a lot. I think I don't have my first messed up carve. I think I got rid of it when we moved. Yeah, you just got to do it. Terry, I'm not too sure what you're going to get, but I think maybe a 90-degree vbit and a 1/4-inch end mill. Not too sure. Oh, actually, on this, I recently bought a Spec Tools 1/4-inch downcut end mill. Worked really good. So, just a heads up on that. Spec Tools downcut 1/4-inch end mill worked really great. Thank you, Robert, for the submission. You haven't broken a bit yet, Columbia. That's good, but you know, I've actually surprisingly I haven't broken a lot. I've never broken a 1/4-inch. I've broken 1/8-inch end mills. Obviously they're a lot thinner, but it'll happen. It's not as scary or as bad as I thought it would be. So. Yep. See, making flags with the Dremel tool. I did that a lot when I first started out too. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this carve. I won't take much of your time. We'll go back to this video and look at some of the settings. If you want, I'll probably make a video out of the carving of the union itself. I appreciate it, guys. Bye.